Hi everyone, it's Katie the Foodie. Today I'm going to be making teriyaki chicken and fried rice. Let's get to it. So I'm starting with the chicken. I already cut it into strips and I'm preparing the marinade right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is add cooking wine. The type of cooking wine is going to be below. And yeah, I added 2 tablespoons of that. I'm also adding 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. So now I'm adding in 3 tablespoons of teriyaki sauce. This is not your teriyaki glaze that you get at the store. This is just teriyaki sauce, strictly teriyaki. So it's about the consistency of soy sauce. If it's thicker, then it's a glaze, and that's not what I'm talking about. So I'm adding 3 tablespoons of that as well. So now I'm adding 1.5 teaspoons of sesame oil. This is really strong, so you want to make sure that you don't use it too much. But for this was perfect. So then I cut off a little piece of the ginger that I had and I kind of minced it up and it came out to be about a tablespoon or 2. So I added that in there. And then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and mix that all up. This should be about the consistency that it turns out. So now I'm going to mix it in, mix it, and until it's well incorporated into the chicken. Yes, I'm getting all that out the bowl because that sugar, it kind of sinks to the bottom, so we want to make sure we get all that out. So now I'm going to add about a tablespoon of flour. Flour really does make a huge difference because it kind of just helps the sauce to coat the chicken and not just have the chicken sitting in it. So as you can tell, you kind of see everything getting thicker and well incorporated, and that's what you want. So now we're going to move over to the stove, oil the pan, and start cooking this chicken. I'm putting in the pan with tongs. Don't know why I'm using tongs. I think I'm trying to be fancy for you guys, even though I end up pouring it in there anyway. I did overcrowd the pan a little bit, but because they're such small pieces and I knew I'd be cooking this for a while, I didn't really worry about it too much. So as you can see, I waited until they were well into their cooking stage to start on the fried rice. Now for the fried rice, I have scallions and onions or green onions, whatever, and regular onions, carrots, butter, eggs, salt, pepper, and garlic. All minced really small and ready to put in the wok when I'm ready. It was no time to waste when I was doing this process. I feel like anything was gonna burn if I waited 2 seconds too long. So yeah, have everything ready. So at this point, I'm adding in my 3 eggs. It's the first step I'm gonna do. I actually found this recipe from Chef Chris Cho. He's on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and he's like pretty famous Korean chef. And so I thought this recipe was really simple, easy, and looked really, really good. And I've made fried rice before, but it was not very, very good. And I wanted this to be bomb because everything I make should be bomb. So now I'm adding more oil, and then I'm adding in the onion and the green onions. And then I'm adding in the garlic, and then just kind of sauteing that all up. So now I'm adding in the carrots. I would recommend adding them in first just because they do take the longest to become soft, because you're cooking these vegetables till they're soft, and out of the three it takes the longest. So I recommend putting them in first, but it turns out fine either way. If you guys see to the right that the pan over there is moving, I could not do this by myself. This was a two-man job. And the thing about cooking, like in the wok, it was just so hot and like everything was cooking so fast that I could only do one thing at a time. So I needed a helping hand, okay? I'm adding in some salt and pepper. I didn't want to do too much because other times I made this and I've done way too much. And Chef Chris on TikTok said just add salt and pepper, so I'm just gonna add salt and pepper. So now I'm adding in my rice. In the past, I've used day-old rice like they say most of the time. I find that when I use rice that I just made, I just feel like the texture is just way better. And so I don't do that. And also I'm using jasmine rice. I'm not using white rice because I also think that just adds something to it. I don't know why, I just do. So now I'm adding in 1 tablespoon of soy sauce and 1 or half a tablespoon of sesame oil. But I actually recommend 1 teaspoon of sesame oil because I believe that a half a tablespoon is a little bit too much. And last but not least, the best part, add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter. This is obviously for your liking, what you want to do. You might want to add a little bit of oil, just whatever you like to just kind of add some richness to it and bring it all together. That's me smelling it because it smelled good. I was ready to eat. Yes, I was. Now, I didn't add any meat. So usually, like when I made it recently, I added shrimp. So as you can see, all the sauce that went in the chicken, all the liquid that went in there is pretty much cooked down. And the chicken is a nice golden brown color. Everything's caramelized and cooked. The chicken is cooked thoroughly and nicely, still moist, as you can see in that picture. And it is so good. So this is the final result. It looks so good and it tastes even better. And I hope you guys love this video. If you would like to see more videos like this, keep on watching because the next one's probably coming up. And also, if you would like to see anything else, please be sure to comment below. And if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you already subscribed, you already know what it is. And please keep coming back. Bye.